What's going on, everyone? My name is Caleb. I'm here with my two hosts, Hunter and Cody. Today, very first episode of HapHazard podcast. Guys, please be sure to like and subscribe to our videos on YouTube, wherever you listen to podcasts, Spotify, iTunes. We'll be posting videos weekly. Be sure to check us out on there. Anyways, guys, we're just going to get right into it. Today, we have a very special guest. You may have heard his name in a famous boxing movie. This guy, he's a musician. Guys, please welcome Rocky Pleasant.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Right.
What's going on, man?
Rocky.
What's going on, man?
What's up?
How's it going? Glad to be here, man.
Yeah, of course.
Glad to have you on, man.
Thank y'all for having me, man.
Yes, sir.
This is an awesome room.
You like it?
Thanks.
Yeah, a lot of behind the scene work has went into this. We're super excited
I
to
can
get
tell,
this going.
man.
Yeah, man, we've been working on it strong. Been really excited. Really glad to have you on here, man. So tell everybody about yourself, man.
I mean, I play music, man. I play, I'm here. I'm living in Wilmington, North Carolina right now. I'm playing, local gigs. Myrtle Beach is next, area I'm trying to kind of start playing at. I'm looking to just book gigs, man. I play 2 or 3 nights a week. I'm building my, my vocals, just trying to build my confidence.
Yeah, that's a good segue into my first question. I also want to say that this podcast, for everyone tuning in who is new, is really going to focus on the younger audience, the younger guests on here, going through the struggles, starting up, like Rocky said, trying to build confidence. There's not many people doing podcasts right now our age who aren't famous, who haven't already made it. People who are literally just they're struggling, trying to find out what they want to do in life. And I think Rocky's a perfect guest. And to segue into the first question, like, when did you realize you had the musical talent and you wanted to pursue this path?
Man, my family's all into music, man. My dad, he's the main, I guess he's who blessed me with my musical talent, because he's been playing ever since he was 30 years old. But I grew up playing drums. I got my first drum set when I was 11 years old, and
So you've been playing for a while now.
Yeah.
well, I've been playing privately. I just started playing out public,
In public, yeah.
last year.
No, we've all seen you play. Guys, for those who don't know, Rocky is a great musician. He sings well. He's a solo musician, and we've all seen him play.
Ooh, we're gonna have him do a little segment on here later on.
Yeah, man.
We've all seen him play at multiple places around here in Wilmington, North Carolina. Yeah, he's great.
I want to chime in that all three of you, when I first moved here and I met you guys, I was baffled at how all of you have musical talent. But of course, Rocky, not trying to diss you two, but Rocky stood out. Rocky has endless potential, guys. And it's just insane about you talking about building up your confidence. And I just want to know what compelled you to follow this passion when so many people lack the confidence to even begin to think about pursuing it? Because I remember when you transitioned into taking it more serious, buying your equipment, making your studio in your room at your house, and just going down that pathway. And it's do you have any tips for people who are talented, but they just really don't feel like they're even going to get anywhere? Because you are booking gigs now, you're killing it in Wilmington. You're doing such a good job.
Well, I mean, the first thing is you kind of just block out. You just don't think about, what people think about you. You just kind of do what makes you happy, and, if whatever makes you happy, you need to pursue that, your passion. I really don't know anything else that I'm as good as I am at music. There's nothing else I love more doing than music.
That's how you know.
That's awesome, man. I mean, it's all about pursuing what you want to do, and I feel like music is really in your future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. This is just a start for me, man. I'm looking to come in the next couple of months. I'm actually going to be moving to Nashville, Tennessee, and hopefully get some of my first EP recordings up there.
Mm-hmm. I was going to bring that topic up about your end goal, because I know that you've been dreaming about going to Nashville, and that's the hub, correct?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's definitely, the music industry is not about, you can be as talented as hell, man. It's who you know. It's a kind of it's more of a music friends than a music industry.
Music
whoever you're
friends. That's a good word.
that is a good
Music
term.
friends. Yeah, I never thought of it like that.
Like anything in life, it's a lot about networking. No matter how talented you are, if you're not networking, you're not gonna make it in
Exactly.
anything you do.
Right.
And Hunter knows that. Hunter's a very good networker and people's person.
Oh yeah,
I would say.
Yeah. I think the internet is a huge thing though. If you're trying to do anything,
It is,
like,
man,
the
it is.
internet is the answer.
Yes, 100%. I agree.
But that's
It's
I
free
watch
advertising.
Gary Vee, though.
Yeah.
You ever watch Gary Vee?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, little extra motivational there. Like
Subscribe to Gary Vee.
So-
Everybody.
Yeah, shout out to
If you
Gary
haven't
Vee,
seen
man.
him,
Gary
you need
Vee.
to watch him.
Yeah. I guess going in the opposite direction, why do people fail? Not just in general, but in this industry. Like, what do you look out for?
Well, I mean, the first step is, like I said, you just got to overcome that fear of, what people think about you. You know, you just got to block that out. And I think that's the biggest step to
Yeah.
this whole music thing.
Let me
is to just
ask you
block
this.
Everybody out and to just do, kind of like a tunnel vision.
Yeah, laser.
Yeah.
Let me
laser
ask you
focus.
this. Do you get nervous?
I mean, not right now. I mean, I'm just, I'm playing gigs to where.
See, that's
No,
awesome, man. You can play in front of all these people and you don't even get nervous. I mean,
Well,
That
I
takes
mean,
a lot of
Man,
guts.
that would be rough.
I mean, I'm playing like, local bars, local,
Yeah.
The alcohol helps.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and the first thing you have to notice when you're first starting out playing music is that, you're starting to play at these little bars and venues. People are not there to see you. They're there to meet and drink.
Yeah.
You're kind of
Exactly.
a background sound. You're just providing them with the entertainment. They're
It's
not.
so much pressure.
They're not there
so
to see you.
yeah, the pressure is off a little bit when you're playing at local bars like that, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
feel like
for
that's
sure,
I feel
man.
like that's such a good starting point to build the confidence that you were talking about earlier, because I can only imagine the transition from when you're playing at like a bar or a venue like that compared to like a venue where all eyes are on you.
Yeah, when people
Yeah.
are
And
actually
that's
there for the sole purpose of seeing
Of
somebody.
Yeah,
seeing
well,
you.
once
That's
people
crazy.
start buying tickets to your shows,
Yeah.
like it's gonna. It's
That's
totally
when it'll
different
really
feeling.
hit you. This is the real deal.
That's the transition though, also from a friend, from someone local that like people just know you and they're hyped to see you there, to a public figure though, and that's when you kind of get the celebrity look on you, where you actually have to realize that people are looking up to you at that point, and people are using you for motivation, and you really have to watch what you do.
Yeah.
That's a huge transition in the music industry for sure.
It is, man.
Yeah.
It's-
But to get to that point though, you have to go through all this, and I think it's really good that you're at point A and you got to get to point Z, but at least you're moving now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean,
you
it's
started it.
you can only make progress from where I'm at. Like, I can only go up. You can't go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
even
awesome,
these
man.
even the small venues is still cool because you're making money doing what you would be doing for
Doing
free
what you
anyway.
love. Yeah, that
Yeah.
tip jar was
So,
loaded last
yeah.
time I was
I know,
there.
right?
It's
Yeah, man.
definitely a fun gig, man. Fun job to have. Playing.
Yeah.
Well, I enjoy watching you, man. I love going to Poor Tap Room. That's one of my favorite places to watch you play at. They have a really
Yeah.
cool setup there, and
Really good.
I enjoy
ideas,
it.
Good music, good
Yeah,
social
yeah,
atmosphere.
Yeah,
too.
it's a cool place, man. That was actually the first place I ever played at in public, and
really,
it's one of the bigger venues in Wilmington, and they actually get some pretty good acts up there.
Yeah, so take us through the
That's
process of if you wanted to get that act, how did you even start networking yourself through Wilmington to get it, and also
yeah. I mean, that's always been a
Yeah.
question for me too. Like,
I
did you know?
kind of I started playing open mics around here. Like a couple nights a week, I'd go to an open mic and just talk to the people who are there.
Yeah.
And local musicians, I'd just be like, hey man, who books for this place and who books for that place, and the owner of Poor Tap Room, he's a real nice guy, and
Shout out Poor Tap Room. If you're
Yeah.
watching this, go get a beer.
he
Use a sponsor.
I went up there one day, and I had made my business cards for music.
I remember.
And I handed my business card to whoever was working that day at the front desk, and she gave it to Brian, the owner of Poor Tap Room, and he looked me up on my Instagram and Facebook, and he saw a couple of my videos, and he was like, "Yeah."
That's
You-
awesome.
you
See,
like
there
it,
you go.
yeah.
That shows you right there. Instagram is the key for marketing. I mean, you weren't even trying to market yourself, and you know the owner of this place
Well-
just sees one video and he likes it. So I mean, shout out to Instagram.
Yeah.
Well, like I was just putting like music on
For
know,
you though, for you, like
Yeah,
you're
just-
at that step.
Yeah, for that
Yeah.
first step, I was just like, man, I need to do something. I need to, you know, put
a
myself
move,
out
put
there. That was the
something
first
on-
step,
yeah.
like just putting stuff on the internet, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So how does obviously, as the viewers probably know now, you said Nashville, aka country, Nashville, a country. People link those words together. How much do you think your genre of music choice affects getting these gigs, especially because you're not going to see a rap artist performing at Poor Tap Room, you know what I mean? And I know that you don't just specialize in country, you do a lot of alternative. I've seen you do a lot of covers for many things on Instagram.
Well, you know, the thing about Nashville, Tennessee, I mean, from what I know, it's not just country music anymore. It's every type of music, you know,
Okay.
any type of music,
I didn't know
songwriting,
that.
all kinds of stuff, man.
Yeah. And
See, I always thought of Nashville as country,
Yeah, I
but
thought
now
it
that you
was,
mention
it is
it,
a
I
hub
mean,
for all music.
Yeah.
It's Music City is what they call it.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like
Crazy town.
LA. Go there if
And
you
it-
want to
Yeah,
make it
it's
in acting.
You know, it's a lot of songwriting in Nashville, Tennessee, and that's kind of where I plan on starting out. Is you know, in the songwriting field, and just kind of networking my way up.
And doing it here in Wilmington, it's kind of like it's kind of micro. It's like micro. It's
Yeah.
small. It's a good start. Going out there, I feel like the only way you can do it is just diving deep, like head first, deep, right in the shallow end, man. Just dive right in, get in there, and just start networking like you've done here, but at a
Yeah,
bigger
man.
level. I think the viewers have probably heard enough about the music for now. Later, I definitely want to do a bit. Like, you guys need to see his talent. Also, give him a follow on that Instagram. He could plug that later.
Rocky Pleasant Music.
Rocky Pleasant Music. I think we should maybe talk about if you weren't pursuing music, like, what would you be doing right now instead? And I think that's an important topic because it shows that maybe some people out there who have a talent that they want to pursue and they're not doing it, and you could show them that, like, you got to make these steps. You got to just start working towards your passion, because if you're not doing your passion, what are you gonna be really doing? And maybe your answer is you don't know what you would be doing. Like, you don't know what you would want to
Yeah.
do for a career. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's important to talk
I
about.
mean, up until like last year, man, I came to Wilmington and I thought I was going to be like a personal trainer. You know, I went through personal training school and it just I actually failed the test like as a personal trainer. So I was just like,
I
man,
heard that was a really hard test, though.
man, it was, but you know, it was something that I was not really interested in. You know,
Yeah.
I was like, man, what am I going to do this for if it's not really what I want to do?
Exactly.
Some would clichely say everything happens for a reason, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's honestly it's honestly how a lot of people do feel, and just everyone out there, if you are good at something, passionate about it, like Rocky said, he started off slow. He started marketing on Instagram, doing it for himself. He had the support of his friends and family, and just start dabbling in it. Don't be afraid. It might, and once you open the door and just take a step through, it might bring you places. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. If you do make it big in the music industry, like, who would you want to collab with? Like, can you imagine? Like, what would your one collab be?
I mean, there's so many out there,
Who do you
man.
look up to
For
for motivation and inspiration?
you know, songwriting. There's a lot of great songwriters.
Chris Stapleton's a good songwriter.
Yeah, I love Chris Stapleton, man. You know, somebody who can stay on top like the longest. Like, you know, there's a lot of people who kind of
Phase
write a
out.
song and they fade out.
Yeah.
Like Kenny Chesney.
But people who can kind of stay on top, like
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the people those are the bosses that, like, in the rap industry, like Drake. You know what I mean? People like that who
Yeah.
aren't doing one hit wonders. They're sticking around.
He's been doing it
They're
for
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah.
they're
Drake-
making an impact on the world, not just the music industry.
What's that Drake song where he's like, I had someone tell me I fell off. Ooh,
Oh,
I needed
yeah.
that. You know, that song
I
was
know
that
song,
song
yeah.
is a few years old, and he was saying about someone telling me he fell off
Yeah.
years ago, and he's still relevant now. I mean, I feel like he's really been around for a long time.
Yeah, still around.
What's the name of that song? Do y'all know the name of that?
I know. I can literally, like,
They
I hear
know.
the beat in my head.
They know.
Is that-
They
is that-
know.
yeah, that's it.
Is that the title of it?
No, it's what's it called?
Trophies.
You're the guy who can usually tell.
It's trophies, isn't
like,
it?
Trophies. It might be trophies.
No, I
Yeah.
don't think it's trophies.
No.
It's
Trophies.
Caleb's
man.
the guy that you ask when you're trying to find out. The
All
name of
right,
the song.
Caleb's getting us copyright striked already, singing the song on.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Can you do that?
Nah, he's good. He's good.
I can't even think of the song, man.
Anyways, so, like, when you're are you mainly doing covers right now, or do you have any original material at the moment?
As far as like doing covers and stuff, I've done a lot of covers. Put them on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
But I think once I get like a recording studio set up,
you'll be more.
Which I'm actually working
too.
on right now is, producing my own music. I want to be able to produce a song by myself. Like I don't want to have to go to
pay them just to
eventually.
produce a song for you.
Maybe
got
for
like a mini setup right now.
for my first EP, I'll probably have to go to a studio and but eventually I want to be able to produce my own music.
Yeah, so something that can relate to everyone and not just music. What is your process? Like, how are you going to get in the zone to start writing a song? I couldn't imagine, like, coming up with the lyrics. What you obviously use probably motivation from life experiences, like inspiration from other, like you said, your inspirations were very good songwriters. Like, what's your process if you're going to sit down and write a song? How do you do that? How do you go about it, man? It's hard?
It definitely is, man, because, I haven't really written a hit yet, because you don't know what is going to be a hit until you put it out. And
You will soon, though, man. You will soon, 100%.
Well, I guess the first step is, to develop, I grab the guitar and I just kind of hum a song or hum a tune that I'm thinking of, and I'll try and, match the kind of chord progression. And,
once you get a chord progression down, then you can come with lyrics.
And
it's actually about the music before the lyrics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, I've heard it both ways from different songs.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got their own way of doing it, man.
Yeah.
Some people do the music along with what the lyrics sound like, and some people.
Yeah.
You just gotta get in the meditative zone, man. Let the lyrics come to you, right?
Yeah. That's about all you can do, man.
Yeah. All right, guys. Y'all want to go into a quick break?
Yeah, we'll take a break right now.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, folks, there's nothing more we love to do than to create these podcasts for you, but we got to pay the bills. Actually got a water bill coming up, and Caleb likes to wash 2 articles of clothing at a time every day.
That's right.
That being said, this podcast is brought to you in part by HapHazard Apparel. HapHazard Apparel, do we have any? Nah. Also brought to you in part by wet light switches in public bathrooms. It's probably from somebody washing their hands, but you'll never know for sure.
Hey, man, I got a question for you.
Yeah, man.
Would you be willing to play a little segment?
We gotta hear some Rocky Pleasant music up in here.
Yeah, I'll just play it.
Awesome, man. Oh, my
Where'd that even
yeah,
come from,
man.
dude?
I just keep it in my back pocket, man.
Everywhere he goes.
Well, I don't know why I came here tonight, 'cause I got a feeling something ain't right. It's so hard to keep a smile from my face. On the road, well, I'm all over the place. All the clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Hey, man. That's the energy we need right there.
You know what I'm saying?
We just don't want to get copyright.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Under 25 seconds, we're good. Good job, man. That's honestly, every time you play, it just blows me away, man.
All right, guys. Anyways, this was our very first podcast. We're only going to get better from here. I'm excited. I know Cody's excited. Hunter's excited.
The enthusiasm will
excited for
only
y'all, man.
increase.
That's right.
Really excited.
Right, man.
But yeah, anyways, guys, thanks for checking us out. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Check us out on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts at. And be ready for our weekly videos.
Let's give our man some spotlight right here. Rocky, you want to plug anything?
Check out, I just started a YouTube channel. Subscribe to that if you don't mind. I've got some stuff coming up in the next couple of months. Just keep me in mind. Just check out my Instagram, Facebook, anything you
All
like.
that Rocky Pleasant music, right?
Awesome,
Yes, sir.
man. Well, this is the very first episode of HapHazard, and we'll see you next week.
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up.
Smash
Turn on
that
post
sub
notifications and click that subscribe button, please. Videos every week.
On the road, well, I'm all over the place. All the clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in.
Oh, yeah, we're not recording.
Bro, we gotta make a blooper reel. I would lighten it up. Put the blooper reel in the intro before the fucking like Caleb right there being like, we gotta be more enthusiastic.
Yeah, we should get that.
All right, let's do it. We're good.
All right, guys. Anyways,
Cut.
Yeah, it's good. Just go ahead.
Alright.
So,
Fucking play it. Let's.
I shouldn't have said tell me about yourself. I didn't mean it like that.
Are we gonna do
Oh
any?
my god, that thing fell.
That's fine. You won't see it. Is there any like?
Let's see what it looks like.
Oh shit, my bad.
All right.
Are we good? Dude, it's not like none of us laughed the whole time.
I mean, it's our
Wasn't
first
as
time. Like, I feel like
it was.
we're only gonna get better at this.
Yeah.
Oh shit, bro! This is the first time we've
Like,
ever.
the
all
next
been
time we do
talking
it,
to
it'll be
each
even
other.
better, and then we'll be pros.
We need airflow in here too. I feel like I'm fucking hot.
Yeah,
Me
I'm
too,
sweating.
bro.
Like, dude.
All right, I say we just see what we got now.
Hey, we are honestly so hyped to introduce Rocky Pleasant as our first. Fuck.
Anyways, guys,
reset. That was good.
All right,
Last
this
one. We're
is-
good now.
this
We've
is
got the
the
transition.
last.
We're good.
This is the last.
I got it now.
Rocky, don't.
No, I got it now. I
No,
got
no,
it.
you got it. That was a good how you said. Like, please. Rocky's head popped out. It made me laugh, bro.
So do you want me to do that
Yeah,
again?
you come out when I say.